this is Mona from Mona King Creative Design Studio. Today is my first webinar video interview, and it's a privilege to dedicate to very lovely, the Queen of Well-being, Isobel Gordon, from in the right hand. Hello, Isobel, you all right?
Thank you, Mona. Yes, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Yes, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, I'd like to encourage everyone to join and visit for and Euston Lunch. It's a lovely group and in a premium location. So it's just near Euston Tube Station on Northern Line, which is very handy. And the food is lovely, and the most important thing is like we got dessert. So Isobel, you are the deputy group leader, right?
Yes, that's right. And I would just like to add, Mona, as well, that it's not far from King's Cross at Pancras Station as well.
Yeah, sure.
So, and that means you've got the Victoria Line, the Circle, the Metropolitan, as well as the Northern Line. I think that's all. Oh, I think it's Piccadilly as well. So it's really well placed and easy to get to.
Yeah, sure.
It's about a five-minute walk from the station, not easy. And it's a great atmosphere. It's a really nice location. It's a really good venue, and you know, we've got such a great team that brings a really lovely atmosphere to the meeting.
Yeah, sure.
So we're having a laugh. We get the business done, but it's a great atmosphere, and we're getting some really good feedback from this new venue.
Yeah, sure. So anything you want to say why we should visit for and Euston Lunch?
Lunchtime's a great time to network. It's very different from breakfast, so you'll see different people. So if you are a foreigner that goes to breakfast meetings or evenings, you will find different people at the lunchtime ones. And so that's always refreshing, but you know the format, so it's not completely new. And it seems to just create a different atmosphere from breakfast, probably because people are more awake.
Yeah, I agree. So anything else you'd like to say about Euston Lunch?
No, not really. Just come along and try it, because we've only just launched, and we're very excited about being in our new venue.
Yeah, and I highly recommend the chocolate orange mousse, the dessert. It makes my mouth watering now.
Oh, so I had the apple pie last time, and it had some toffee stuff on it. It was very nice.
I know it's against your new venture.
It is, but I did have to try it.
Yeah, so you are going to do a foresight this week, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Your topic.
So the topic is being your authentic self in business. Mm-hmm. And I came up with this because I notice when people are not being themselves, that other people feel awkward around them, and that they and that people will not want to buy from them, and they may feel sold to because there's a mismatch, so something is not quite right. And so I realized that for instance, when people work in corporate, they quite often feel they have to put a mask up and they have to be a certain way that's not them. And for some people in their own business as well, they feel that they must be professional, and that means not being themselves. Yeah. So what my foresight is about cracking open that myth, really, and that the more authentic you are, the more business will come your way. That's the basic essence of it.
Yes, I agree, because people buy from people.
Exactly.
You've got to like you first.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be yourself.
Mm. Of course, you are having the confidence.
Yeah, sure. Sorry. Yeah, of course,
yeah.
You are not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
No, but having the confidence to be yourself, then the people that are meant to work with you will see you, will hear you.
Yeah, sure. And also, do you want to talk about your new venture, your new services, the things about sugar?
Oh, thank you. So I typically help women who are sort of between the ages of 45 and 55 who are struggling with sugar cravings. And I found that majority of women in that age group are either going through the menopause or they have some illness, some disease that is creating problems for them. And I've noticed that most of the time sugar exacerbates their symptoms. So if they can get rid of the sugar or reduce it, then they find that they feel better. And when they feel better, maybe they lose a little bit of weight and they start to move easily and their whole life becomes much easier, they become more confident. And then life is just much, much better for them. So that's basically what I do. And yeah, I do still eat some sugar myself, but on the whole, I've noticed as well with myself that when I don't eat sugar, I feel so much better.
Yeah.
So I've been on that journey myself. I lost a couple of years ago, I lost about 16 kilos, I think it was. In pounds, that's stones, that's 2.5 stone.
Mhm.
And I just know how much better I feel. So my mission at the moment is to get that out to as many people as I can and help them to feel better. But fundamentally, what I work with is people's confidence. So sometimes it's sugar, sometimes it's not. But on the whole, that's what I'm passionate about at this time of my life.
Yeah. Okay, thanks very much. So how do we contact you if we are interested in your business? Your website or social media?
Yep, so I have a Facebook page called In the Right Hands. And I also have a website, funnily enough, it's called intherighthands.co.uk.
Yeah.
And you can contact me on there. There's phone numbers, there's email. However you are more comfortable to contact me is fine. I'm happy with both. And just to mention as well, Mona, that when I do work, I quite often work in this environment, so over Zoom. So you don't have to be down the road from me. You can come in person if you prefer to, but if you don't live anywhere near North Harrow, which is where I live, then this is perfectly a perfectly capable way of me working. So Zoom is my friend.
Yeah. Perfect. Okay, thanks very much.
Thanks, it's been a pleasure. I
Okay.
look forward to seeing you at Euston.
Looking forward to see you as well.